Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me. Welcome. What is it? Hump Day, Wednesday. We're going to do quite a few things today. Some things that I haven't done in a while and then some new things. But before we get started on that, I wanted to show you for the Buy Me a Coffee members, if you are a member, you can access this. If not, I don't think you can access it. I think you have to be a member, and that's like, what, $4.99 a month or something like that? I don't know. And I try to put out at least 8 pages of digitals a month over there that you can download. This is a 4-page kit. And let me take that off. I had to put me a note. That's that one. I love the little birdie. Love the little birdie. There's that one. A lot of layered scrap paper in the background. And then another one with the rose. And then there is another one. This is different than the first one. Even though they look kind of similar, they're different. So that is the Buy Me a Coffee 4-page freebie that you get when you are a member. I think it's $4.99 is the low one. So you can get that. I'll have that uploaded this afternoon. I don't have it in right this second when I'm making this video, but it'll be there hopefully by the time you watch it. And then this one is the Ko-fi members. So that's K-O-F-I. It's 2 different companies. This Ko-fi accepts PayPal. Buy Me a Coffee doesn't accept PayPal anymore. So I opened this one up because I had a lot of people that said I'd like to use PayPal, but I don't want to use my credit card. So that's fine. This one, Ko-fi, accepts PayPal payments. Coffee does not anymore. It used to, then they quit. So I had to get me a little kitty and put on there. I love little kitties. I don't really like them after they get to be grown cats, but I love little kitties. We usually have a couple of litters around here every year. But look at that little baby. So cute. And the pages are different. Even though they look similar, they are different. The little cat's in different, sit in different ways, and the flowers are kind of different. But they are beautiful, I think, if I did make them myself. Look at that. It doesn't have cat eyes on here. It has blue eyes. Sorry. That's the only ones I could find that the eyes was blue. I wanted them to be blue, not green. So that is the 4-page for the Ko-fi members. Now, if you're not a Ko-fi member, don't think you can access those. It'll all depend on how I put them in. Believe me, most of the time I forget from one time to the next how I put those in. I'm going to straighten my camera. Hold on. Sometimes I put them in and I forget which way I clicked. There's so many different things to click on in these programs. I tell you what, my brain don't have enough storage up there for all of it. So I'm going to work on this journal. I mailed out some of the journals that I was behind on today. I have more sitting over there that are just drying. The glue and everything's drying on them. So they will be ready to go out tomorrow. And I don't think anybody has claimed this one. I don't believe. I'll have to look. But anyway, I wanted to work on this one today because this was like another one in line. And those other ones just need to dry before I mill them out. I don't like to mill them out when the glue is still wet because the pages stick together. And I've just pulled out a variety of things that I'm going to use in here. I don't know if I use these or not. They don't really go. These are just some tags and things that I made a while ago. They were stuck together. That's why I got those pulled out. Let me put those over here. And I could actually use that one. This page has some pink in it, so we'll leave that one out. And I could use that one because it does have some blue. Put that over there. Don't know what that is. Sorry, I didn't mean to start cleaning up my table when you guys got here. And then I found these when I was cleaning up some things yesterday, and I thought we might do a few of these, and I'll just show you kind of sort of how I did them. These can be used as complete pages in your signature. So I don't know. I might be able to add them in somewhere in here. I'm not real sure. like you could probably, now it's a little bit big for that side. You'd have to put it on this side. But you could probably glue it down, just right down through here. But I'd rather put these in the signatures. So I'll do a couple of those today. And then this one's just done with a book page. And they're cute because you've got a pocket here, and then you could put a, have a pocket on the front, and so you could put this in your signature. And that's just a little interactive way. So I'll probably make a couple of those. And then this one will go in here because it's kind of the right color. And I put some things in here. I haven't put a ton, but I have put some. And if I have to stop right in the middle of everything, I apologize, but I have some people coming in a little bit to do some things, and I may have to stop out. I think I'll put that right there. But if I do, I'll be back. I waited and waited and waited, and they still hadn't got here, so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and start on my video. Probably just as I start on my video, they'll show up. Glue the... No, Edith. See, I gotta quit talking. Don't glue that top down. You won't have a pocket anymore. I was thinking that I had left this open, but I didn't. On that one, I closed it. Oh, I'm going to get my powder tool and just put some powder on that so it won't stick to the page. I tell you, I had so much glue on me. I guess it was yesterday when I was finishing up some of those journals. I had so much glue on me that all of my fingers were stuck together. It was a mess. It was a mess. And so we could put that in there. It's a little bit tall for that, though. We might make another one in a minute. Let's just go through, and so we have a little flip out there. We can put some things in that envelope. And this is one of the envelopes that we did where it's got a belly band here, a pocket there, and then you have a side tuck pocket here, and then a pocket here on the front. We made those a couple of weeks ago. I love making those. They give you lots of extra real estate for your journals. I think I might put a pocket right here. Now, I did pull out some things to make pockets with, and I've got some, I think, that are already partially made. I'll just need to. That's a little bit busy for that side, though. I might put a little corner pocket there. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on, but I love being busy. Sometimes I get a tizzy when I'm busy. I like that. And when I have a lot of things on my mind, I get kind of in a tizzy, but I love being busy. I love having lots to do. I cannot stand sitting around. So, and thank you to all who sent me messages. I am feeling some better today. I felt a little bit better yesterday, but I spent most of yesterday with my granddaughters. They're about to the point that they're heading back to school and, things like that. So, heading back to work. So, I wanted to kind of spend a little bit of time with them before they all got off and gone. Now, I think I'll put something on this. But I don't know if I want to cover it all. I've got pieces and parts here. I may just leave that for a while. I think I'll put a little tip in that. So yeah, I spent time playing with I wasn't really playing with them. I was watching them. They was in the pool and I was just watching. I did do some things while I was out there. I took my computer out there with me. My granddaughter said, Nene, I think that computer's hooked to your fingers. I said, well, I think it probably is. But I spent more time with them than I did on the computer. I just took it out there in case I needed to answer questions or something like that of some things that come up. Okay, we're going to put that there. I think this will go in there when it dries. Not right now, but when it dries. So I'll put that right there. Sorry about my phone. I've got it on and here beside me just in case that company calls me and needs directions or something. I didn't want to leave them hanging. So let's see. I love using envelopes for this kind of thing, as you guys know. I'm trying to look right over here to see what I have. There's another big tag, another big tag. Some of these I have backed, some of them I haven't. So let's see. What could we do with this? Could make a wraparound pocket, but I don't want to cover that up. So let's look on back and see if there's another spot that we can use it and wrap it around and not worry about covering something up that we don't want to cover. We can put it here and have a little wraparound, and then we could leave it sticking out just a little bit so that this would be kind of like a tab on that page. So let's do that. And I'm not going to fold it directly in the center. One of them will be a little bit bigger than the other one. And I'm just going to close mine up. I'm not going to use the windows, but you can do it any way that you want to. It doesn't matter. Truthfully, it doesn't matter. I think I might use some of this on here, so I'm going to tear it. These are some of the pages that I accidentally printed on just regular copy paper. And I saw a question pop through last night about paper, because I think I told you guys in the last video that I use HP 28-pound copy paper to print my digitals on. Well, somebody, I think, misunderstood me and thought I said HP photo paper. No, 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 no. I do not use photo paper. That is way too expensive and too heavy. It'll tear up your printer in a heartbeat. So no, I do not use photo paper. I use HP Hewlett-Packard, which is what my printer is, 28-pound copy paper. Okay, let's do that. Now I'm going to have to put the glue on here with this because this is regular copy paper and it will show through if I don't. And I'll probably just go ahead and put it all the way. I think I've got enough. Now, I wear out printers fast enough as it is, so I don't want to do anything that will cause my printer to wear out faster than what it does. Because I usually go through a printer about once a year or once a year and a half. I know that sounds like a ton, but we print a ton around here too. So, and I don't buy the real expensive printers because I have found, I actually bought one real expensive printer one time. And I actually found out that they're not as good and don't hold up as well as just your regular printers do. So I usually get an HP like 9150 or 9125, and they last me, I think this one that I've had though, I've had probably 3 or 4 years now, and it's still going strong. I do have to stop out every now and then and clean it, but you know, that's with anything. If you don't keep it clean, it'll quit working. Now I'm going to close this pocket up. You could leave it open and have a double pocket there, but I'm going to close it. Just because I didn't want to fool with it. I think I'm going to cut this off because I cut the other end off. So how many of you out there, I want you to answer me truthfully, because I might be the only one. How many of you, the older you get, the faster the day goes and the faster the time goes? Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's almost September. And here I am. I don't even have anything ready for Christmas yet. I've got to get the store ready. I've got to get myself ready. I don't like to shop at the last minute. I like to, which this year I'm not doing a lot of shopping. I've told the kids, I'll give you some money, you go do your own shopping. But I still have to put the grandkids something under the tree. They'd think it was a terrible crime if I didn't have something under the tree that they could open, especially Mr. Aaron Jonas, because he loves opening presents. It doesn't matter if you put $1 in there, as long as he gets to open presents, he loves it. All right, on the inside here, we're going to put some paper that you can write on. So, let's see. That will not work. I'll probably just use some of this. I love this drawing paper. And yeah, you can't see in there. I think it's starting to rain outside. We're supposed to have a little storm. That'll be about like the people to come after storm starts. Let's see. That's not going to go in that trimmer, and I don't want to dig out another one right now. So I'm going to pretend that I know how to get it straight. Won't be long until you won't see me filming on this desk anymore. Well, it'll still look the same probably to you. I got a gift of a brand new desk that is in an L shape. So, you know, I've told you guys forever that I need a bigger desk, because basically what you see on screen from here to here, I have maybe another foot that way and another foot that way, and that's all the room I have on this desk. So everything just piles up. That's why you see things just piled in every direction, because I don't have room to sit things. But I've got the other desk put together. Well, yeah, it's put together. It's just, I'm going to let my grandson check it for me to make sure that everything is put together real well, like all the bolts that I had to screw in there. Because I'm not good at reading instructions, but it looks right to me. But I'll get him to check all the bolts and make sure they're all tightened up and that kind of thing. But I think my sweet buddy sent that to me. I've been so excited to use it, but I've got to get all this transferred over. And that takes me a while, especially when I have all these other things that I have to do in the store. So, there. Now, oops, I want you to look. I cut the top of that little birdie's head off. Oh well. It'll be okay. If I hadn't been talking 90 miles an hour, I could have probably saved it. But, you know me. I come on here to talk to you guys. Okay, now don't fold this until your glue dries. Don't do like I do. Make sure your glue dries real well. And then you won't get any of those little crinkles, hopefully. Alright, let's put a label on here. I pulled out some of my Christmas labels because I was finishing up a Christmas journal, and I pulled some of those out, and now I've got them laying everywhere. Oh, look at that little bird. That'll work. Let's see. I may have a few in here. If not, I can get into my other stash down there. Just try to use as many things up as I can that are loose like this, because before I open another thing up, I just like to use things up. And these are just some leftovers from different kits and things, so get those used up, and then we can dig into all those that my buddies have cut for me. Right, little hummingbird, where are we going to put you? I know you want to grab some of that nectar from those flowers, don't you? Let's see. I think I'll put this up here. Started to put it there, but I don't want to block his beak to the flowers. We're going to leave that open for him. I may have got that a little bit crooked. That'll work. So there's that. Let's go ahead and find my punch. Yeah, I went back to the doctor, and he seems to think that the medicine is helping me some, which I know it's helping some, but he did go ahead and changed it just a little bit. He's tweaking it so that maybe it'll get to the point where, you know, it works consistently. My body is so messed up when it comes to medicine that it's hard to get a medicine that actually balances out to my system. So he's tweaked it a little bit more, and I'm thinking that hopefully that's gonna do it, maybe. Oh, that's cute. All right, let's put it in our journal. I just want to put some things in as we go along. Yeah, that fell out. I'll put it back in a minute. So we was going to put it here, weren't we? See, if we leave it sticking out just a little bit, that'll kind of make a little tab there. Plus, we'll still have 2 pockets. I think I hear thunder. Let's see, you should have put a little glue right there, girlfriend. There, that'll work. So then we have a pocket there, a little tab here that you can hold on to, and another pocket right there. So I like that. So let's see what else we'll make here. I definitely want something here. I'm losing my voice, I guess. And I may just do this piece right here just as a shallow pocket. If I fold it, it's going to be just right. And this is that thin paper, so it does need to be folded. I hope they don't decide. I hope they don't decide to wait until I start to have my dinner before they come. That will probably be about like, oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm just anxious to get what I'm getting. I'm so excited. I'll tell you guys about it later. Okay, yeah, we can put that right there. Just going to trim this top off a little bit. And since this one is short, I'm not even going to put a little pull in the top of it because the tag's going to stick out a good ways anyway. There we go. See, it'll have a big tag in it. Like, not like that, but not that one because that's the same one, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to put it in there right now because it's still wet. And make this into a pocket right here. And I think I should have done this. Oh yeah, it's thundering. Did y'all hear that? Wow. Just my kind of day. Yes, it's raining. Okay. So there we go. We've got a nice pocket there. And I'll probably put something across here. Let's see what we got under here. I'm trying to not use the same papers over and over again. So I've got some other scraps that have purple in them. You guys hear that? And I'm going to tear it. No, I probably shouldn't tear it, but yes, I'm going to. Because I don't want to unload my... Where's my mark? Maybe I won't tear it because I don't know where my mark is. I don't want to unload my trimmer right now. This is my favorite place to sit right here when it is raining. It's in my shop, and it's right by this huge window. And then the patio is higher than the floor that's in here. So I can sit here and literally watch it fall on the patio and listen to it. I wonder if this is coming off the hurricane. Any of you live in South Carolina or North Carolina, wherever the hurricane is supposed to be hitting? Don't know if this is off of that or not. I don't know if we get anything off of the East Coast storms. Sometimes we do. But mainly ours come up from the Gulf. There we go. That was luck that I got that right in the right spot. This is a pocket that we can put lots of goodies in, and I don't think I'm going to change the color. I probably will put something on here though, if I can find a really nice purple flower. Let me look. Look at these. I don't have those little bitty little bitty pocket things anymore that I kept wondering if things was going to slide out of. My friend got me these, and I love them. This one holds everything that I need it to. And they open and close so easy. I think that purple flower might look okay. I'm going to put a little piece of paper right here at the bottom. So let's grab a little bit of book page. Let's use some of this darker book page. This is a very brittle one, so it breaks just when you look at it. I'm going to take a little bit of this bottom off, but I don't want to take too much because I like some of that area there, but that right there would be good to stamp on. And even though I don't need any more stamps, I can't bring myself to throw those away. Oh my goodness, y'all hear that? Okay, so I'm going to put the flower down, and then I'll put that on the bottom of the branch. Now, I'm not going to pull all of this off, I don't think, because this is so sticky. Once it goes down, I cannot pull it up without tearing the paper. So I'm just going to do it like that. There we go. And then we'll just put this little piece right down here. Look, I refilled my glue and cleaned it up. Thank you for the reminder. I had a couple people that reminded me, so thank you. Okay, this is just one of my little stamped vellum pieces. I'm going to tear that and then put that on there. I love stamping on vellum. I could just do so much if it was 2 or 3 of me instead of just one. Or if I never had to sleep, which, you know, I don't sleep much, but I never had to sleep or never had to eat. Just could sit and craft all the time. Oh, did I put that on backwards? I sure did. I put the glue on the wrong side. Is that not smart? Okay, I'm going to have to lay that one aside and let it dry. So let's find us another label. Bound for Me. I think I'll put that little circle there. Just let that be it. Right there. Okay. We need a tag there. We need some things to stuff in there. And I'll probably put another flower of some kind down through here. Or we could do this lace down through there. Why don't we just do that? Oh, I know I'm going to have this glue all over me again. This glue is hard to wash off. The art glitter glue comes off real easy, but this Fabri-Tac does not come off easy. Now, if I'm not careful, this is going to stick to this other page. When that dries, that won't show, but it's got to dry first. Alright, I'm going to put some little something here so it won't stick to this page. Some sticker backings in there, but I don't right now. I'm going to put that there. And we'll do something here. I don't know what, because I don't want to cover any of that up. I may just do a little clip in there. And then we've got two pieces here that we could put an extension on. I probably will this one. I don't know about that one if I put an extension on it or not. But right now I'm going to leave them. I hope my phone's not driving you guys crazy. Okay, that's got quite a bit more white in it, so I think it'll be good. Let's use this side, and I'm just going to fold this back and then tear it off. We can use that little piece for something else, hopefully. Okay, my delivery is 10 minutes from here, so I'm going to have to probably stop the video and then I'll start it back once they are gone. He called and I could barely hear him. I mean, barely hear him. I kept having to say, I'm sorry, pardon me? And remember to push them in just a little bit at the top so that you'll have extra room in your pockets. And I think I could put a little side tuck here if I can find another one. Let's see. I think that one would go there. Okay. And I think I want to put something on here, but I'm thinking I might just clip this on and let that just be a clip on they can take off if they want. Do something with. And we made that, I think, Monday. And then here we have another little flip out. Pocket, pocket, pocket. Oh, isn't that pretty? This is our collection. I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it on screen right here. You know I can't remember from one day to the next what things are called. Bluebird. This is the Bluebird collection, I believe. Alright, let me stop out right here and let these guys in and do their thing, and then I'll be back. Okay, we are back. Got my delivery done, and I'm back in here. Let's see. I'll make another pocket right here. Just trying to see what I might use. I may use some of this or some of this. This is a little bit heavier. Let's just use a piece of this. Whew, the rain came, it rained, and now the sun's back out, and it is so humid out there. You could cut it with a knife. Let's see, that way up, I think. Yeah, that'll go good there. Now I've got flies galore. They had to leave my door open, going in and out, and flies are everywhere, but we'll get them killed. I can't say that around Aaron. If I say we'll get them killed, he'll say, Nene, you're not supposed to say that word. That's a bad word. Because they have taught him not to say that word. And I'm like, well, and he'll say, you're not supposed to kill anybody. I said, well, I'm not killing anybody. I'm just doing away with flies. But no, he don't like for me to say that. So that can hold something in there. And something right here. pulled out my Tim Holtz pieces. I don't know if any of them are going to be usable in here. If not, I'll just send some along with the journal. They're pretty big. That's really pretty. It's got some purple in it. Could use a piece of that. And I think I'll make a side tuck out of it right here. That way I can use most all of it. So let's see how big we need this. These are the Tim Holtz backdrops. We do have these in stock. If you want to grab them, we won't have many more of them, and so far I haven't found any more to order, and all of them say out of stock right now. I tell you, vendors are just not, they're just not releasing a lot of new stuff right now. I don't know if they're kind of scared up or they're not getting sales. I mean, I know everybody's sales is down, I think. Ours are here. So I think the vendors might be struggling the same way. Okay, that'll work. Oops. And these are just thick enough that you can use them by themselves. You don't have to have any paper or anything like that behind them. So that'll hold a nice tag or something. Just slide in there like that. And let's see. We've got this on here. Pocket, belly band, pocket. I love that. I enjoyed making those. So let's make a couple of those pieces that I showed you. Let's see, where are they? So we could make them like this with a book page. And grab a book page. And then this is just folded so that it makes a pocket up there. So we can grab a piece of this. This may be wide enough. Yeah, it's going to be wide enough. And I'm just going to fold over just a little. Then glue it down. Yeah, that'll be pretty. And I'm going to glue on the top side of this. Like that. And we'll glue right here. Okay, so I want this to be the front. Oh, look, that's just almost the same size as that paper. So I'm going to take this paper, and I don't think this is a fragile. No, this is not a fragile book page because this is some of the Italian paper that I got, and it's very, very old, and this makes a good quality paper. Okay, so I'm going to punch my little pull here in the top. Now go ahead and ink it up. And then we'll lay this right down on there and glue that just like that. But I'm going to cut a little bit of this off, just in an angle, so it doesn't get in the way. Then I'll put my glue down through here. And we want to glue it this way. There we go. So now you can put this in the signature by stitching it in, or you can put it in the journal. Either way, let's see if we got a place in here that we can put it. Let's see. I think I'll just clip it on. I think I'll clip it on this paper and just have it out about like that, and I'll just clip it up here and down here, and then this will flop open. You can write here. Then you can see that vintage page there. That way, I won't have anything glued down to where they can't see what the paper actually is, because I hate to cover up any of this Italian paper. Put a little clip there and a little clip down here at the bottom. I know y'all can probably hear my delivery was a washing machine. Yay! Someone blessed me with a washing machine, and right now it's going through the first cycle to kind of clean it out and all that. But I'm so excited. And I left the door open. Normally if I've got the door closed, you can't even tell it's in the house, but I left the door open to the laundry room. And you can put something here if you want. These are just some little stickers that I got. Who knows where? Someone sent them to me, I am sure. And they're cute as they can be. We can put that there. And then we can still see that old book page. And you can just unclip it if you want. So I think I'll leave that clipped in like that. So we've got lots of pockets we need to fill. Ooh, did I close it? No. I thought I had glued it together. That'll be cute there. And then we can put some goodies in there. Need to put something here. Still got a little bit of work to do in it, but not a lot, not a ton. We can always put a glycine bag in here somewhere. And just decorate it up a little bit. I may wait on that and do a small one. I don't think I've got any more pockets already. Tags already made. I don't think. All my tags are used up. I've got that one. It could work. Yeah, that could work. And I think right here what I'll do is use one of these scraps and make a tag there, because then when you pull that out you'll see the other birds, and that's just out of my bird book. So then we could need a little tag to slide in here. Slide into that side. I'm going to put this here just so I'll know to put a tag in there. I could actually cover that and put that in there. And then here we need some little tags and things. So we're not finished by any means, but it won't take long to finish this up because it is almost to that point now. Let's see, these are already, the back's already covered on these. So I need to throw together some more tags, some smaller ones. I've got some big ones, but I need to make more small ones so that I can put these in different spots. Could put that one right there. And let's see. I need a belly band on one of these spots. This may be too big. This is one of the, yeah, that's too big to go in there. One of those little templates that I had that looks like a little notebook. That one will go in though. And then we have a pocket here. I think these may be, no, they're not really too big. That'll work. Yeah, I need to ink around those though. And then we've got a pocket here, and that'll take a smaller tag. Need something there, something here. And this won't work, but need some smaller ones. So I just need to make more smaller tags to put in here, and then finish the outside up, and this will be ready to go to its new home. Like I said, I don't think this one is claimed. If you claimed it and I missed your email or something, please let me know. if you left it below the videos, I probably didn't see it. So if you've claimed it and I just don't remember, let me know. And I will definitely get it to the person that claims it first. First email that I get, that will be yours. And it will mail out this week because I don't like very much having it completed. Alright guys, that is it for the video. I'll put a link to everything that I used or talked about down below. I've got all of my products linked over on the blog. If you go up to the top of the blog on the right hand side, you'll see a tab that says something about products that I use and love. If you click on that, it's got a whole list of products with their links that you can just click on and go straight to. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. We did get more of these in today, so if you want one, grab them because I don't know how long they'll be out of stock again. They've been out of stock for 2 months. We just now got 17 in, so if you want one, you better grab it before they're all gone again. Bye.